DERIK mark, the mark of magnificence.
Welcome back once again, viewers. We all set for the run chase. 100 exactly is what Team NYTRO, after winning the toss, they've managed to score. I personally believe they are 15 run short, because the way they started, it just looked like they're on the verge of crossing somewhere around 120, 125. But then some excellent bowling by Hasnell, who is now the #1 bowler of this tournament, has picked up an overall total 5 wickets. Was absolutely brilliant. Ensured he just keep things relatively simple, balls wicket to wicket onto the line of the stumps, and he did get rewarded in the end. And talking about team 12 to 12, we know how brilliant the batters were, especially the top 3, Nafis, Nizam and Rahul. All of them going on to surpass the double figure mark, and just the 1-6 in that innings, it just shows that how calculated were they yesterday in their innings, in the approach as to how to chase down a total of 95, and they did so in 11.1 overs with 7 wickets. So that is one team to look out for. And also, as I mentioned earlier, Niji Ismail, the captain, he does tend to like to chase. That's what they did yesterday, and that's what they're going to do today as well. Right then, the 2 batters are out there in the center. And there should be a cracker of a chase as Nafis and Niji Ismail, the captain, himself taking the charge and taking the matters in his own hands. There he is. Was brilliant with the rotation of his bowlers. Now he's a job with the bat. Now straight away, that's up in the air. This is a chance. Oh, put down. This could have been disaster for team 12 to 12. The idea is right, to really cut loose and try to ensure you cash on and get as many runs in the power play you could. Got a lot of elevation, not the distance, but it just seems like the plan is simple, and that is to really go all out and attack the fast bowlers. Nafis, we know how he plays. His natural gameplay is to really express himself out there and go for the big shots. That's been cut away beautifully, but there is protection. Will get a single. On the other hand, talking about the captain, well, I have seen him yesterday. Does pack a punch, really likes to free his arms. So two destructive duo right in the middle. If they can pick up those early wickets, because these are the three batters alongside Rahul and these two in the middle. They're the ones who ensured that they crossed the line in their opening game yesterday. So the idea from the bowling unit is should be to pitch the ball up and not to bowl short to these men. And he does bowl short, and rather than trying to pull the ball, you can see he tried to create some no room, Niji, and wanted to play towards the point region. Mind you, there is cover in the deep. They've got a deep third man alongside a deep cover in position. So ample space towards the leg side. There's only fine leg and a short mid. There's no long on in position or a mid on. And that's quite understandable, because we know that Shanid, he's a bowler who does not bring the ball in. He's got the tendency to shape the ball away from the right-handers. Does not really bowl with a lot of pace. That's where, as a batter, maybe you can just take the middle stump guard, try to clear your front leg and try to target towards the leg side. Nobody patrolling towards the mid-on. And also, no protection in the deep towards the leg side. So that could be one safe option if the ball is short. You don't want to be trying that shot if it's fuller, because that is what the bowler would want you to do. He will pitch it up and he would want you to play across the line to get the LBW and the bold into equation. Confusion, careful. Now they set off, and a direct hit would have been interesting. Oh my, what just happened there? The captain is not going to be pleased, neither the bowler, because that has gone for 4 overthrows. So he was bowling so well until a lot of confusion out there in the middle. There was no real backing up, and in the end, they have given free runs to the opponents. That's what you don't want. You don't want the opponents to really get off to a good start. Team 12 to 12. If they score somewhere around 35 to 40 in the first 3 to 4 overs without losing a wicket, I think they will be right on course, and then they can just milk it around and have those mini goals and objectives in their mind as to how to chase this down. Beautifully done. It's a good delivery and equally well played. Punched down the ground, gets a single, will retain strike in the next over. It's 1 gone, 9 for no loss. Shanid bowling a good first over, giving just a couple of runs and then 2 singles and then 5 extras, the 5 overthrows. That has really hurt them in the first over. Coming around the wicket, trying to create an angle. Niji having a polite inquiry to the umpire. The umpire thought otherwise. Yeah, that is what Kashipula is just signaling and indicating to Captain Niji, that it just went with an angle and it was within the play area, within the tram line. That's an outside edge, bit of soccer skills there. Gets only a single. Surely now, Niji and Nafis, we have seen in the first game how explosive they were. Ensure that they don't lose or waste any kind of deliveries in the first 3 overs. Try to capitalize and get the maximum out of the power play. What it will do, it will release a lot of tension from the next batters, the middle order batters to come. Will lay the foundation for your team. Beautifully done. Excellent cricket all round, and I really like this ploy set by the new bowler Ali Ashkar. It is a packed offside field. Only two fielders on the leg side. All the other fielders are on the offside. And with the bowling action and with the way he's approaching, taking the ball away from the right-handers, that is the right line he's bowling. But the last delivery was way too wide. So to get runs on the offside is going to be very challenging. Maybe the batter can just try to shuffle across the stumps and play towards the leg side. Oh, he's knocked him over. How do you even play those? And Ali Ashkar gets a pricey scalp. It is the captain who will have to go back. That was a tremendous delivery by Ali. It was full, it was straight, and then the lateral movement in the end completely bamboozled and deceived the batter. Oh, squared him up. Had absolutely no clue what just happened there. He stood his ground and had a look at the wicket. But there's nothing wrong with the wicket because Ali Ashkar has produced a Jaffa. It's 12 for 1. Another talented, stylish right-handed batter has made his way in the middle. And he's walked in pretty quickly because we're just into the second over and he'll have to deal with the swing of Ali Ashkar, which he is getting off the air, off the surface. But surely Nafis would have already had a word with Nizam and told him that he is taking the ball away from the right-handers. Oh, very close to the leg stump, but that should be given as a wide. It is. The angle which he's creating at the moment, Ali Ashkar, it's very difficult. If ever you are a strong player towards the leg side, then it's going to be a challenge for Ali Ashkar. Well, he does so. He plays it towards the leg side. It is a lightning quick outfield, and this is going to be a boundary. Yes, it is. So I was just mentioning, if ever you are strong towards the leg side, you can really play along with this field, having two fielders on the leg side and any kind of timing just like that. Look at the flick of the wrist. Looks so elegant when he is on song. And what a way to start off the innings, getting a boundary on your very first delivery. Still seem to be pretty relaxed out there, the dugout of team 12 to 12. And why not? They are off to a fly and they aren't really chasing a huge target here. Drill down the ground. No long on. Another boundary. Nizam has announced his arrival. Gets a couple of boundaries to his name. And he's getting a lot of support and applause from his team. What a beautiful cricketing stroke. A very tough shot to execute in the book of cricket. An on drive. And how easy did this man Nizam made it look like. A handy and very eventful over comes to the end. It's 2 gone. 21 for 1. Chanid to continue bowl a lovely first over. This is crashed towards the cover region. No stopping. It's gone towards the boundary in a jiffy. So all of a sudden now the runs have started to flow for team 12 to 12. Two full, lot of room offered, and whack. No chance for the fielder in the deep. Having such a packed offside field, even though he somehow managed to find the gap and pierce it beautifully towards the point region for a boundary. Lovely. Nicely done. Gets a single. Very smart cricket. This is exactly what I was mentioning in the first innings. At times we see that the batters, the adrenaline at times, gets to them and they try to overdo, try to hit each and every ball for a maximum. No problems there. And that's where you lose the plot. Try to even hit the good deliveries. But these two, they've surely done their homework. And they know how much they're chasing. The required run rate is below 8 runs per over. So things are in control at the moment. No real fuss. And even if you talk about the wicket of Niji, it's not that he played a rash shot, he tried to play a big shot. It was just a very good delivery. It was literally an unplayable delivery to any batter in the world. So far, the men in blue are doing a good job. Now this has been smoked towards the mid-wicket region, getting another boundary. The power play surely is going in the favor of team 12 to 12. And the problem is that the runs are coming from both the end. That was a short delivery. And I think now the captain should realize that they need one fielder in the deep. Might as well get the third man in the circle. You don't have that much kind of a pace that you need the third man. Get the third man in, get a deep mid-wicket, and then bowl those short deliveries. Pulled away. Is this a chance? Oh, very close. He's put this down. This should be going down as a drop chance because he did reach onto the ball. He did get his hands onto the ball. Just could not grasp it in the end. So a scare here for Nafis. Could have easily lost his wicket. 68 is all they need from here onwards. No real panic at this juncture of the game because they're already off to a flyer. What a delivery. After being struck twice in an over, Shanid gets his revenge and has disturbed the furniture. That was a lovely delivery. This is what he wanted, him to play across the line. Full, straight, and bullseye. Gets an important wicket. Every time team 12 to 12, they get on track. Team NYTRO, they strike. It's 33 for 2 after 3. Shahid has gotten a very important wicket, and that too of Nafis, who was looking dangerous. Did get off to a start, but was beaten all ends up by that lovely block hole delivery, playing across the line. Not the best of shot selection. And now this is where they believe they have an opportunity to really make a comeback. Now, I keep on saying they are just one fielder short on the leg side. They need to pack their leg side because you're bowling onto the leg stumps. And that's where you need to be a little more vigilant. Ali has proven to be a little costly, but not to forget, he has already picked up a wicket of Niji. Those lovely outswingers coming with an angle. Short delivery missed out. It just seems like Nizam was completely taken by surprise. Wasn't expecting shot stuff by Ali. We haven't seen Ali so far bowling any kind of short stuff on this wicket. He's kept things simple, wicket to wicket. Having a long off in position alongside a deep third man. That's going to be a wide. Excellent club work behind the stumps. Something with these keepers in this tournament. I've seen literally all of the keepers in this tournament. They're absolutely live wire behind the stumps. They just take split of a second to really dislodge the bails. Lightning quick. Flicked away beautifully. No fielder towards the leg side. Another boundary. Surely they are missing a trick or two here. Now did they opt to take a fielder or no? That's the question. Beautifully timed. Flick of a wrist. Getting 4 more runs to his name. So talk about the score. They're on course. They're on track. 2 important wickets have gone down, but the advantage rather which this team possesses is they bat so deep. So at the moment, I believe the pendulum has swung in the favor of the men in blue. Nicely played, opening the face of the bat. Just a gentle push, gets a single. Very sensible approach at the moment. Nizam, the senior statesman, can have a word with Aslam and ask him to really get your eye in the middle because you can afford to do so. The required run rate is almost 7 runs per over, so no problems there. You can knock it around, get used to the surface, and as Nizam would be like, leave the rest to me. Let me do the bulk of scoring. You just stay out there in the middle. Let's not give them any more wickets. That is an exquisite shot yet again. Waited right till the end and then opening the face of the bat. And just a simple push. Never try to hit it hard. Look at this lovely stroke. And the moment he struck, he knew that I need to save my legs. I'm not running for those because that has gone towards a boundary. They're all charged up in the camp. They know that their top order batters have done a phenomenal job so far. So there is no need to panic. Now they can also do in singles and doubles. Have a look at the required run rate. And also if we talk about the chances they've taken, they aren't really taking any chances. Most of the runs have come through boundaries, and that is along the carpet, which just shows that they're playing proper cricketing strokes. Beautifully done. Very, very smart. He knows that what Ali is trying to do here, so he's waiting and letting the ball come to him and then playing it with soft hands. Lovely over yet again for team 12 to 12. It's 45 for 2 after 4. Power play done and dusted. And it has surely gone into the favor of team 12 to 12. Beautifully played. This is very sensible approach from both the batters after realizing the start which they have gotten. Yes, they have lost 2 wickets, but have a look at the scores they have put on at the moment. 46 in just 4.1 overs with only 55 runs to win with a required run rate of exactly 7 runs per over. Team Nitro will have to come out big and to do something out of the box. Well, this has missed everyone, and the third man fielder is pretty straight. That will not stop the batters to come back for a couple of runs, which is in the form of buys given by Kashif Billah. So good to see straight away there is some movement. Well, the ball is relatively new. We're just into the 5th over. But I would really love Shani to bring the ball from the leg stump. Good to see he's coming from over the wicket. So you need to try to create some opportunities to bring the ball from the leg stump, because he's taking the ball away ever so slightly. That is what you need as a medium pacer. Because when you do have the tendency to move the ball as a fast bowler or as a medium pacer, I personally prefer a bowler who doesn't really swing big, because as a batter it really becomes easy to judge how much it's swinging. You can see from the moment the bowler releases the ball, you can judge and know that exactly where it's going to go. But if it's your movement is minimal, that's where you become a very, very dangerous customer. Hit hard in the air, very close to the fielder in the deep. Getting a single in the end, and that is all they need. Also 50 run mark comes up for team 12 to 12 without taking any kind of risks. Going along really well. Remember, both the teams have won their opening game yesterday. So this is the clash of the 2 table toppers. Trying to bowl the back of the hand delivery, but it's not going to work for Shahid. He's got it all wrong in the end. Drifting down the leg side and taking full opportunity. Look at that. He waited right till the end. Yeah, I just keep on saying the leg side. This is what they've been targeting from the last 3 overs. That's where they've been getting the runs. Get one more fielder there. If ever you would want to bowl the line onto the leg stump, you need to pack your leg side. And now they've decided to have one deep mid wicket. That's good to see. So they've got a fine leg. They've got a short mid, a deep mid, a long on, long off, and a deep cover. Beautifully done. That is the delivery which I was talking about. So the moment he adjusts his line and brings it from the leg stump, that's where we see that the batters do usually get squared up. And that's the second time we've seen the outside edge coming in. It's 5 gone. 55 for 2. Right then, we're going to see spin from the academy end. It is going to be Rashid, another fine talent, but he's been welcomed with a boundary. It just looks like now these two batters, they are in a hurry and they would want to finish off this game as quickly as they can. Rashid bowling two full, no time to really adjust, no looseners, no sighters, because you don't have many runs to play along with, just the 42 more runs required. Is that out? It is! Rashid strikes, and that is the wicket they were desperately after. And the spin magician has gotten his team an important breakthrough, because Aslam was deciding to cut loose and was looking dangerous. Well, in the end, Rashid bowling a beautiful comeback delivery after struck for a boundary gets an important wicket. Have a look at this once again. It was a perfect delivery, excellent length, just a hint of turn, and Azhar, after a few juggles, holds on to it, and Kashif Billah raises his finger. Rashid gets his first. It's 59 for 3. Well, we've already seen what this man is capable of. Rahul came in yesterday and struck a few huge sixes. And today the demand of the situation is not such. He can just stay out there with Nizam. You don't want to be taking any unnecessary chances and bring Team NYTRO back into the game. They need a couple of quiet overs, and if ever they could get rid of Nizam, who has already struck 3 boundaries, that will surely bring Team NYTRO back into the contest. Short delivery, and what a brilliant shot. That has been absolutely smoked for a huge maximum, and also to add salt to the wound, it is a no ball. Not the best of deliveries, too short. So Rashid is proving to be very costly now. 4 picked up a wicket, and now 7 runs in 1 delivery, and also a free hit. So they seem to be in a hurry. Only 36 is what is needed. There you go, the signal coming in from Kashif Billah. Rahul will look to go big once again. Oh, he does tend to, but doesn't get the connection. Not finding the sweet spot of his bat. Gets another single, so expensive over by Rashid. I'm not too sure if the captain is going to throw the ball once again to him for the next over. 12 runs and 4 deliveries. That's not what the doctor ordered. 34 is all they need. They can now just do it in singles. Oh, very close, and straight away Kashif Billah just indicating to the bowler that there was bat involved. Otherwise, Rashid had a genuine case. So it's either a wicket-taking delivery or he goes for a boundary or a maximum. No doubt he is a quality bowler, but he has a big challenge ahead of him. Just 34 more needed. Lovely delivery. That's a beautiful ball, but it's going towards the boundary. Nothing seems to be working in the favor of Team NYTRO. It's turned out to be a massive over in the context of play. It was a good delivery, but that outside edge, and also it seems to be a drop chance. So cruising along after the halfway stage in the second innings. It's 71 for 3 after 6.
So 71 for 3 after 6 overs. Well, it's been a very, very good start here by the men in blue. They're off to a flying start. They put themselves in a very good position. They're going at a very good run rate. Almost 12 runs and over. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Now they have about 30 runs to get in 36 balls, below a run a ball, which is fantastic. They're looking to be certainly a side to look out for in the Sigma's Premier League. Well, they need wickets now at this stage, Team Nitro. And they need wickets fast. Nicely played there off the back foot, a quick single. Well, you first got to collect the ball before trying to throw it down, my friend. The question here is, can they create an upset here, Team Nitro? But cricket is such a funny game that anything can happen. A wicket or two can completely derail the innings. And this is what Team Nitro have got to count on. They have to bowl some tight lines and lengths, not give too much room for the batters to play with. A left-hand, right-hand combination going together. Well, so a bit of a partnership developing here between these two after the fall of the last wicket. Well, that's the end of the over. Team Nitro in a good position. Well, nicely played there. A single towards mid-on region. Nizam on 23 of 13. 77 for 3 now after 7.1 overs. Run rate just below 11 runs and over. Just another 24 more required. Required run rate now below 5 runs and over. Oh, that's close. That's very, very close. Well, the umpire thinks otherwise. Maybe he did feel that the ball was spinning a bit too much, missing the leg stump. But I felt that that was mightily close. Let's have a look at that. Maybe just missing the leg stump if there ever was one. But I felt that there was a very high probability that could have even crashed onto leg stump. But well, the umpire thinks otherwise. Irshad just coming into the attack. Flighting it nicely. They need a breakthrough at this stage. 23 more required. A wicket or two can certainly completely change the complexion of the game. Well, that's a big shot. Where has that gone? And that's gone all the way. That's a huge six there from Rahul. Stand and deliver. Well, that was a poor delivery to say the least. That was a bit too short. And easy pickings for a quality batter. He moves on to 18 of 9 now, striking it at 200. $84 for 3 now. Another quick single. Well, they don't have to do anything out of the ordinary. They just have to play each ball on its merit. There's plenty of time remaining. The men in blue, they certainly are a team to watch out for. They've been the team that has stood out in the Sigma's Premier League Season 3. They certainly do like a complete outfit. 2 more balls remaining. Pulled nicely in front of square. Rahul and Nizam put on a very good partnership, coming together when the score was around 59. Steadied the ship. They might have felt some nerves when the third wicket fell down. But since then, these two have done things nicely. That's going to be called a wide. Going to re-bowl that Irshad. That's the pressure coming from that 6 in the over early on. Trying to cram the batter for some space. Not giving him too much room. The process slipping it down. Last ball of the over. The single, is it going to be called a leg bye? Yes, it is been called a leg bye by the umpire. Over comes to an end. 10 runs from Irshad's first over. It's 88 for 3. 4 overs remaining. Just 13 more runs required for victory. Team Nitro, I beg your pardon, 12 to 12 would like to finish this off in a hurry. They do not want to take this down to the last over. Very commanding position here. Well, initially, when Team Nitro did score 100 in the allotted 10 overs, we did believe that it was a decent score. Usually, targets been set above 100. Usually, there is some belief that the bowlers can defend if bowled well. But Team Nitro, well, they've been brilliant. Well, that's a bottom edge. But not enough timing behind it to carry it through. Another single. So 2 hits away now from victory here at the Team Nitro. 11 more runs required for victory. Very sweltering conditions out there. Not easy for players, I'll tell you. Well, that's nice. Bit of timing. Very, very good timing there by Rahul. Well, that's something that, I'd purely put it down to proper cricketing shot. Not trying to hit the ball too hard. Relying on placement and relying on timing. And he slipped the gap to perfection. 94 for 3 now. Oh, inside edge. Very, very nearly onto the stumps there. Well, these two batters, they'd like to finish the innings through, isn't it? You've done all the hard work. Batted beautifully, these two. One hit away. Now, the men in blue. What an amazing campaign this has been for the men in blue here at the Sharjah International Stadium in the season 3 of the Sigmas Premier League. Well, looks like they prefer doing it in singles. They don't want to be undue heroes and then throw their wickets away. They've done all the hard work. You might as well see your team through at this stage. Last ball coming up. 8 runs of this over so far. Well, as a captain, sometimes you need to try and take a rabbit out of the hat by trying something different. But these two batters, they've played very sensibly. They've hardly put a foot wrong. They put the ball balls away and kept rotating the singles. So 1 hit away now, just a boundary needed for victory. It's 97 for 3 after 9. All right, so 4 runs required, and it's going to be Wasim. Could this be the last over? And in fact, it is the last ball of the innings. That is victory for Team 12 to 12. They've crossed the victory line with over 3 overs to spare, and that's a fantastic and outstanding run chase. 20 to 12 have been brilliant. They win by 7 wickets with 3 overs to spare. And they've done it in style. This is a brilliant partnership by Rahul and Nizam, both coming together for the 4th wicket. And they've made sure there were no further hiccups. Smiles on the faces. Says it all. They've been a team to look out for. And once again, they remain unbeaten in this Sigma's Premier League Season 3 2025. Congratulations to the men in blue. And commiserations to Team NYTRO. Well, that was how that was the highlights. The first wicket to fall. It was a beautiful Jaffer indeed to pick up the wicket of Nafis early on. And then you saw some good strokes being played there by Nafis as well. Runs did keep flowing when both Nizam and Nafis were batting initially. They just couldn't find the answers here, the fielding team. And that was the fall of the second wicket when Nafis had to depart. But Nizam on the other end, he carried things through very nicely. Didn't want to take too many risks. He rotated the strike beautifully, and then together with Rahul, some beautiful strokes just to make sure that they did not want to keep the door ajar for the opposition to creep through. Was a tremendous performance, and that was the winning run, the winning boundary to say the least. So it certainly has been a fantastic performance by 12 to 12. Still plenty of cricket still remaining. So this is the scorecard. Right at the top, Nafis opening the batting, 16 of 10 for him. Niji Ismail not contributing today. And then it was the man at number 3, Nizam, along with Aslam, who did give a decent cameo, and then Rahul coming and giving us the finishing touches. 15 extras to go with it, not helping their cause. And the bowling scorecard, wicket apiece for Shahid Ali Ashkar and Rashid Nice. All three of them, with the pick of the bowlers being Shahid Ali Ashkar, very rarely looking quite expensive with his figures. 1 for 24 of his 2 overs, bowled a beautiful Jaffer to pick up that early wicket on. But since then, nothing's gone their way here for Team NYTRO. Well, so this is the match summary. Team NYTRO batting first, scoring 100 for 7. Was a decent score, 18 extras to go with it. But Azhar and Rashid provided the cameo along with Shahid. Then in response, the bowlers, Haznil picking up 3 wickets for 22, being the pick of them. Aslam and Niji picking our wicket apiece. And then 12 to 12 on their run chase made it look extremely easy. Required, they just romped home with 3 overs to spare and 7 wickets in hand, thanks to a very good batting performance from Rahul and Nizam, making sure to carry the bat through without losing any further wickets. 29 and 26 respectively to them. And 12 to 12, winning in once again the 3rd game of the tournament on the trot, and they seem to be in a very, very good position. So that's it, done and dusted. Game number 5. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will have the toss for game number 6 coming your way shortly.